Hey there everyone, I'm your host, Gabriella Madrigal, and welcome to another episode of Inside Riverside. Today, we will update you on some important city news, give you some Riverside sports, and let you know about some of this week's community events. So sit back, relax, and let us keep you in the know right here on Inside Riverside. Good news for residents near Panorama Road. Train noise is now significantly less thanks to the completion of a $1.2 million quiet zone project. Overseen by the city's Public Works Department and funded by Measure A funds from the Riverside County Transportation Commission, the project means trains will no longer need to sound their horns at the Panorama Road crossing. Railroad signals, pedestrian crossings, bikeways, sidewalks, fencing, and pavement were all upgraded to enhance safety and reduce noise pollution. While routine train horns are a thing of the past, engineers will still use them when needed for elevated safety measures. For more details on this and other city projects, visit riversideca.gov.
Riverside's about to get a little quieter thanks to the new Quiet Zone project. The plan is to reduce train horn noise by eliminating the need for locomotives to sound them. With less train noise, that means residents will have to be extra careful when walking or driving near train crossings, because although the lights will still flash and bells will sound, the train will not blow the horn unless the conductor sees a hazard near the tracks, like people, animals, or vehicles. Get info and safety tips at our website.
The City of Riverside is looking for feedback from past, current, and prospective vendors to help improve its purchasing and contracting process. Now, through February 26th, businesses and organizations are invited to take part in a vendor survey to share what's working and what can be improved when doing business with the city. The goal is to be in line with the city's strategic plan. The survey is available in English and Spanish and will be reviewed by the Harvard Kennedy School Government Performance Lab. For more information, contact A. Jaffe at hks.harvard.edu. The Riverside Municipal Auditorium has a lineup of can't-miss events coming your way. This Saturday, February 22nd, get ready to dance the night away at Gimme Gimme Disco in the Garden Room, a high-energy ABBA-inspired dance party for the 18 and over crowd. Then, on Friday, February 28th, it's time to relive your emo era with the Emo Night Tour, bringing all the pop, punk, and emo anthems you know and love. VIP upgrades are available, including club access, fast lane entry, and a patio pre-party experience. For tickets and details, visit riversiderma.com and don't miss out on these unforgettable nights. The Fox Performing Arts Center is bringing world-class performances to Riverside with two unforgettable shows. On Saturday, February 22nd, the World Ballet Company presents The Great Gatsby, a stunning ballet performance that brings the Roaring Twenties to life with dazzling choreography and timeless storytelling. VIP upgrades are available for an enhanced experience. Then, on Tuesday, March 4th, experience the Tony Award-winning musical Ain't Too Proud: The Life and Times of the Temptations. This critically acclaimed production tells the electrifying story of one of music's most legendary groups, featuring some of their greatest hits. Don't miss your chance to see these spectacular performances. Visit foxriverside.com for tickets and details. Keep up with the latest on Riverside TV with the Watch Riverside website. You can even add it to your mobile phone. Simply navigate to watchriverside.com on your favorite browser. Tap the share button, then select Add to Home Screen. And there you have it. Now you have quick access to Riverside TV while on the go. A fascinating new exhibition is coming to the California Museum of Photography. Shadow Archive, Megan Gould opens February 22nd and runs through July 27th. This new exhibition showcases the work of contemporary photographer Megan Gould, who explores the hidden elements of photography, like viewfinders and frame counters, to images from undeveloped film. Gould discovered hundreds of never-before-seen images on antique film rolls that were abandoned on vintage cameras. These images, presented alongside her own work, form a shadow archive connecting the past to the present. A free spring reception will be held on Saturday, March 22nd from 3 to 6 p.m. at the California Museum of Photography. For more details, visit ucrarts.ucr.edu. And now, let's hand it off to Pep Fernandez for all the action in Riverside sports.
Time now for your Inside Riverside Sports Update. My name is Pep Fernandez. It is championship time on the local wrestling mat as we have a number of wrestlers from the city of Riverside that have qualified for the Masters meet. Now, going back to the CIF Southern Section Championships in the Central Division, Arlington High School's Jesleen Ledesma bringing home a CIF individual title at 155 pounds. She is the first Arlington wrestler on the girls' side to win CIF. And now she's taking aim on Masters and also a state championship. She says she's ready for the challenge. Did you feel like, I don't know, you were just dominating, you were locked in? I mean, how was that meet for you?
So I was very nervous going in because we did go up a division. We changed leagues, we changed everything. So I knew it was going to be a lot harder. I was going to face a lot harder competition, a lot harder girls, different, more competitive schools. So I was nervous. I didn't think I was going to get champion. Going into it, I just kept thinking oh, you worked hard for this. You've been working hard for this all summer. And my summer coaches would tell me you always had to get number one. You always had to place. You always had to medal. So that was just my goal going into it. And that's what I just kept in my mind is you worked for this. You were working hard for this. And it was nerve-wracking going into each match. After each match, I was drenched in sweat just because of how nervous I was. But it it woke me up and it made me feel good going into the matches.
You had a great season last year. You made it to Masters, but you had a shoulder injury, so you didn't really get to have a chance to put maybe your best effort forward. So how did that fuel you in any sort of way going into this season? I'm a senior. Hopefully you're healthy, right now going into Masters and hopefully stayed after that. So did last year, was it a little disappointing and it made you want to come back even hungrier this season?
Yes, of course it did. It made me really upset because I know with my injury, it affected me really bad just because I didn't have as much strength in my right arm. It was my right shoulder that was injured. And it was devastating because I know I could have done a lot better during my matches. I remember last year during my first round for Masters, I almost had the girl pinned a couple times, but I couldn't put any strength because of my injured arm. So it was really devastating to know, knowing that there was things holding me back that were out of my control.
On the boys' side, a quick shout out to Dominic Ruiz, also a CIF champion at 150 pounds. And of course, Kobe Merrill at JW North, the heavyweight, the number one wrestler in his weight class in the state and nation, also a CIF champion. It's also about championship time on the local hardwood. Riverside Poly beating Ivy League rival Rancho Verde in the Division II AA quarterfinals. 49-47 the final score in a hostile environment out there at the Bears Den as Poly gets it done to punch their ticket to the semifinals. And they're not the only team in the semifinals. We have two other boys basketball teams from the city of Riverside, one win away from the CIF Southern Section Championship games. That is Ramona and Norte Vista in the respective divisions. So the Braves, the Rams, and the Bears all still in the hunt for CIF titles. That's your Inside Riverside Sports Update. I'm Pep Fernandez.
Thanks, Pep. That's going to do it for this week's episode of Inside Riverside. To have your event featured on the community calendar and the show, submit by visiting riversideca.gov/calendar, clicking Submit Calendar Event Request, and filling out the form. I'm your host, Gabriella Madrigal, wishing you a fantastic week ahead. Until next time, stay connected, stay engaged, and we will see you right here on Inside Riverside.